So I'm coming on to do a quick video that I had asked you guys, I think last week if you wanted, which was why I don't want to be a vet. I had a message actually from my cousin who said, you should be a vet. And I was like, heck no, I don't want to be a vet. And I think these reasons are obvious, but maybe they're not. But I thought I wrote down some notes because I tend to ramble and forget what I wanted to say. But I think when we're little kids, a lot of people think, oh, I like animals, so I want to be a vet when I grow up. But there's a lot of things that vets do that I couldn't handle. So I don't like blood and guts. It doesn't necessarily gross me out, but that's just not the part of the body I like. I like the outsides and the things that I can feel from the outside, not going into blood and surgery and all of that. Vets in general practice have to be jack of all trades. So they've got to know pharmacy, dentistry, x-ray. Like they've just got to know all these things. Where in the human world, we have many different types of practitioners that know all these things. So they have to be good at a lot of things. And I don't think I'm smart enough to do that. They have to be good at, I put down the nitpicky science. So I do have a Bachelor of Science degree, but I took it in kinesiology. So I would say it's always a lot easier than if someone took like a chemistry degree or like a pre-med degree, which I think is really challenging. And I remember I had to take a molecular biology course to get to graduate. It was one of my requirements, and I struggled in that class, and learning about proteins and all this just doesn't make sense in my head. So I think that there's a level of understanding that vets have that I just could never have. And the other thing that makes vet medicine unattractive is how poorly vets are being treated a lot of the time right now. So pandemic, a lot of people bought animals because they wanted companions at home. The vet clinics are overrun and people are just bashing them. And I think it's so unfortunate because vets are people too. I believe that the majority of vets are doing their best. There's going to be bad apples in every field, but people are so negative about vets online, and some of it might be warranted, but I think a lot of it is really unfair, and they have lives too, and they have to have boundaries. And I think that a lot of the time now that the boundaries are being disrespected. I'm glad the Not One More Vet movement is really being shared a lot more, because it is a very challenging field, a field I don't think I could go into. Why do I like what I get to do with pets? So I get to do the tangible things. So people understand when you say we want to help them gain muscle, or we need to make it easier for them to get up from the floor, we need to get rid of pain. I find that I can have a really nice impact on quality of life, and I love doing that stuff, whereas I don't think I'd get a lot of joy about giving vaccines. It's just not my bag. The other thing that I love about the role that I get to play is I get to really build a relationship with people, instead of seeing them, when their dogs are just really, really sick, or for the yearly checkup or the bi-yearly checkup. I get to spend a lot more time with them. My appointments are a lot longer. Half an hour, 45 minutes, an hour and a half. So I really get to know my clients, and a lot of them I'm very blessed become friends. And I just think it's the level of love we have for the dog. Not to say that your vet doesn't have that too, but I just get to play a different role that I really love. Oh, you can see the hole in my ceiling. Life is not perfect here. But anyways, that's the short and sweet of why I couldn't be a vet. Oh, and another story I wanted to share with you. When I was doing my training to get certified, I had to do observation hours with the vet, and I spent half a day at the emergency vet in Kingston shadowing there. And I will tell you, I did not sleep that night when I went home. A family came in, and it was like the whole family. It was like 10 people came in with the family, golden retriever, very, very sick. I don't know that she ever got a diagnosis, but basically I think the dog had cancer, something else that was probably, if they did treat it, was going to be very unfair to the dog, that it wasn't going to improve the dog's quality of life. So the family took some time to say goodbye. I sat in the lunchroom listening to this, bawling my eyes out, and I'm trying not to cry now. I could not handle doing that. Monthly, weekly, daily, vets are awesome, and they've got skills that I could never possess. So that's why I couldn't be a vet. Let me know your thoughts. Do you share them with me? Are there things about vet medicine that interests you? Certainly doesn't interest me. I don't think I'm smart enough, guys. Have a great day. Oh, and enjoy the cooler weather. It is lovely this morning. Cheers.